Alright guys, hi, welcome to episode 1 of Brenna the Brenton for Skyrim Stories. Let's hopefully start working again. This thing is a bit goofy, so alright. So, let's start the story. Brenna. My name is Brenna, she said.
Are you from Daggerfall, Brenton? Fleeing from some court intrigue? Captain,
No, just fleeing from my parents, she said.
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to High Rock.
I'd prefer it if they weren't, she said. Oh well. If they actually did send them to High Rock, maybe this could get a message across to her parents. Although they'd most likely just take it as a sign that she wasn't fit to run away and join a warrior's guild, that she was fit to marry into a high society class. God.
You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What in the world? She asked. She had no idea what sound what animal that sound came from. She did know that it sent shivers down her spine, and she had a bad feeling in her gut.
Blessings of the eight divines upon you.
For the love of Carlos, shut up. Let's get this over.
Our beloved.
Rude, she thought. She personally enjoyed hearing blast rites, although she didn't enjoy watching people be beheaded. Ironic, since she wanted to join a warrior's guild, but she had known too many a friend who were wrongly accused because someone of high society said so.
You say the same.
She couldn't watch. Slowly, she looked back over. Ugh, this made her sick in the stomach. Although, at the same time, they had been trying to bring down the Empire. This just still didn't feel right to her for some reason. Oh joy, her turn. Oh, there was that noise again. She didn't know what it was, but it still gave her that bad feeling.
Next, prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Brenna sighed. Oh well. Hopefully this will be quick. Not long and agonizing like they do to some. She froze and her stomach turned to ice as she watched a dragon fly over and land on the tower. She stared at it and it stared back. She was terrified. Dragons, they weren't real, were they? Yet here was one in front of her. Ugh! She grunted as she hit her head. Everything was so blurry, her head hurt. Got it, she stuttered. He was right. Even if he was a traitor to the Empire, he was right. They needed to get out of here. Legends? What legends? She asked. Now that she could agree with. Got it, she stuttered. Wait, how'd he get free of his binds? She thought. Okay, I'm coming. She gasped as the dragon burst and head through the wall. She backed up. Ah, fire. Perfect. Just perfect. It's gone now, right? She asked. Yes. She sounded very brave, very much like. Are you crazy? She asked. Well, alright. It's not like she hadn't done crazier at home. She grunted. Was that what she thought it was? No. She had to focus. She had to get out of here. Oh god, so there it was again. Ah! She gasped. She ran.
close to me if you want to stay that way.
Alright, got it.
Brenna, take care of the boy.
As much as she wanted to protest that she could find a way out of the city herself, she didn't know where she was, and it was probably best to stick near someone who did. Right now, he was her best bet. Her best bet at getting out. Got it, she said. She gasped. Thing's wing was right in front of her.
Quickly, follow me.
Got it, she said. She wanted to sound brave, not scared, but how do you sound brave whenever this is happening? Where?
It's you and me, prisoner.
She frowned as she looked at the woman on the ground. First she had thought she was dead, then she moved. Oh god, she hoped she got out alive. She looked so familiar, like an old friend she'd lost. This is not the time to argue. We need to leave, she said.
With me, prisoner. Let's go.
Got it, she said. She'd much rather be with an Imperial soldier right now. Sure, they had ordered her execution despite doing nothing wrong, but still. She didn't trust traitors to the Empire, even if they had helped her out.
Looks like we're the only. Was that really a dragon? The bringers of the end times?
I don't know, it looked like one.
We should keep moving.
Sir.
Here, let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Gladly.
There you go.
Brenna rubbed her wrist as she was freed from the bindings. God, they were so sore.
Look around.
Alright, she said. She noticed a chest and approached it. She opened it and found some light armor, an iron sword, some light boots, and a key to the key. She took it. She didn't really think she'd ever return, but you never know. Got it, she said. She put the armor and boots on. They were comfortable to her surprise. She decided to equip her sword as well. She was a bit disappointed it was a regular sword instead of a longsword. She preferred two-handed weapons. She decided to test the sword. It was iron, which was disappointing. From what she had learned practicing when she could escape her parents at the farm, was that steel swords were much better. Steel weapons were much better. That didn't matter too much, though. Right now, she needed to get out of here, and any weapon was a good weapon.
This way.
Right, she said.
We need to get moving. That dragon is tearing up the whole keep.
Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath.
Hear that? Storm close. Maybe we can reason with them.
I don't think we can while we're dressed like this, but I'll follow your lead, Brenna whispered.
We only want to. You want to die? That's the end of that. Let me see if I can get the door.
She couldn't help but be slightly proud of taking care of one of the stormcloaks. She searched them, hoping they might have some money on her. She was going to need it, but they didn't. And she didn't really like their choice of weapon either. And she didn't really want to take a traitor's clothes.
Look out!
Brenna gasped.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy. What are you doing?
Just be glad it didn't come down on us, Brenna said.
The Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them.
Brenna quickly drew her sword. Yeah, they might. Think I'll look around, she said. She spotted a potion of Magica in the small smoke pile on the counter. She also spotted some bread, some wine, a healing potion, more wine. She checked the cupboard to see if there was anything there. 9 gold and a book. Part of her wanted to take it, but that was not the point. She still could use a good few drinks once this all was over. She checked a barrel and found more potions. Good, she thought. Carrots. While healthy and good, right now they reminded her too much of the farm she had run away from. Too much of the life she ran away from.
Done then? This way.
I'm coming, she said. She had wanted a life full of adventure. She wanted to be a warrior, not get married to some noble that her parents had found. Oh geez, she thought. Looks like there was a fight going on. This was more excitement than she bargained for, though. Yes, she thought, noticing that the man had a great sword.
Just in time. These boys
Oh, this poor guy, she thought.
how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking.
She had tried to take the lockpick, but somehow opened a book instead. She wasn't quite sure how that worked. Maybe it was because she was in such a panic. Then she noticed another one. Book of the Dragonborn, she thought. It looked interesting. Might as well take it. She really wanted to read it, but now wasn't the time.
This is coming from
Searching through a knapsack, she found lockpicks and another potion. She decided to take a dagger near it as well.
You have no authority over me, boy.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack. Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it open with some picks. We'll need everything.
Sure.
Shouldn't be too hard. After all, my parents locked both my door and window before I came, and I was able to pick the window and escape. Oh. Well, at least I know what direction it's in. There we go, she said. This guy seemed to have a good bit of gold, a couple extra potions, and from what she could tell, the hood and robes would fetch a nice price. She needed money right now. So, you say that, but I'm sure we'll find one. She called back over her shoulder as she followed Hadbarker to keep. Only a little good. Gold. Not bad, she thought. She knew they had to escape, but she couldn't help but check each skeleton for a bit of gold. She was gonna need it if they escaped and lived. Oh, come on. Why are you stopping? Oh. Wait, I was stopping every so often. He probably was waiting for me, she thought nervously. Okay, come on. No more stopping. We gotta get out of here, she told herself.
Where's the way up?
Oh, joy, she thought. Right, she now had her preferred weapon, even if it was of poor quality. This was much better. Oh, nice. She took the guy out with one hit. Not too bad. Okay. Okay, she was low on stamina. That was not going to be very helpful, but even if it was just a little bit, it would be helpful. She didn't like killing. Okay, she was just kidding herself. She didn't like killing for no reason, but these guys were traitors. She was glad to be rid of them. She also was glad she'd taken some arrows. You never know, you might need them. Alright. She sighed. Are you going to go? She asked. Thought we were in a rush, she muttered. What in the...
No going back that way. I guess we'll
You're kidding, she said.
cover this.
Yeah.
We'd better push on. I'm sure the others will find another way out.
Are you sure? Because that looked like the only way, or did you forget the other rubble that nearly came down on top of us, she asked. She was slightly annoyed, but still. Escaping was top priority. Maybe later they could go back and clear the rubble out. Hopefully no one would be dead. That didn't seem very likely, though. Well, that's a dead end, she said.
Doesn't go anywhere.
She noticed a coin forced near a skeleton and quickly took it. Hey, the guy was dead. He wasn't using it. Alright. Are those spider webs? Oh, gods, I hope what's up ahead isn't what I think it is. Oh, no. Yep. Frostbite spiders. Perfect. I hate these things. I don't know why, but somehow they always found a way onto our farm.
What next? Giant snakes.
She wasn't sure why she'd been swinging in such a frenzy, but hey. The venom wasn't worth much, but if she got it in enough quantity, she could get a good price. Right. She remembered his comment about snakes. She actually liked snakes. She'd be sad she had to kill any. Maybe it was because she enjoyed putting them in her parents' bed when they made her mad.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her?
Oh yes, I
I'd
see
rather
her.
not tangle with her right now. You might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow and watch where you step.
Got it.
Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead.
I'm like you. I don't want to try and fight her right now. She trailed off as she noticed a coin first in a bunch of wine. But now wasn't the time. Though she did snag a quick bottle of mead. Okay, slow and easy, she thought to herself. You can do this. She thought. The bear had almost seen her. Go back to sleep, go back to sleep, go back to sleep, she thought. Please hurry up and lie down. I'm begging you, go back to sleep. She couldn't really speak. She just hoped that they would. Yes, it's sleeping. Now if I could just get past real fast.
Easy does it.
Yeah, I know, she whispered. She cringed slightly as the bear roared. Okay. Good, we're past it. Okay. Come on, let's go. She was still...
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
Finally, she cried before covering her mouth. That had been a little too loud for her liking. Best to get out of here quick. She really hoped she hadn't reawoken the bear. Okay. Sorry, guys. I can't control when my family enters and tells me stuff.
Wait.
Brenna gasped as the dragon soared overhead. She quickly got down and hid behind a rock, her eyes never leaving the sky.
Looks like he's gone for good this time.
Brenna sighed with
I don't think
relief.
we should stick around to see if he comes back.
Neither do I. Let's get going, she said.
Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help.
Oh, that's great.
Probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Split up, she asked. I've never been here before. I would get lost. I'm sticking by you until we get to the next town, she said. She was not happy with his suggestion and was determined to not leave his side.
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. You can really use someone like you.
Really?
If
She
the rebels
asked.
have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
She didn't really think the rebels had the dragon based on what Ralof had said in the tower, but maybe he hadn't actually been telling the truth after all. She was an outsider, and who knew if she would join the side of the Empire, especially with her comments earlier.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
Brenna couldn't help but look at it as they ran. Something about it was just calling to her. She didn't know what, but she felt like she was being drawn towards it. Oh well, she'd do that later. Right now she had to figure out.
3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, and see it for yourself.
What's so special about these? Brenna asked, walking over. Then she noticed the very ornate carvings on them. They were interesting. She personally liked the one that looked like a warrior and placed her hand on it. She nearly jumped when it started glowing. She took a step back. That was very interesting, she thought. But then she noticed Hadvar continued up from the road. Hey! She cried. Wait for me! She didn't like being left alone. At least not right now after that whole dragon attack. She was still very much shook up by it. Dragon, something out of a legend coming to life? Oh.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your pardon. But until we get that confirmed, please, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers. Any complications, all right?
Alright, that I can do, she said. She didn't really think she'd be leaving town so quickly. She spotted a couple of wolves up ahead and readied her weapon. Ha! She was used to dealing with wolves on the farm. This was no problem. Their pelts weren't exactly worth much, but she could maybe use a new outfit or two. Or maybe just make some new weapons. She didn't know. Wait. Weapons from leather, she thought. God, she was really shook up if she was getting confused like that. But thankfully town was up ahead. It'd be nice to be in a safe place and get some rest. It was funny. She wanted to join a warrior's guild. The closest thing to that here was the companions. But her parents had always wanted her to marry into someone of a higher, noble status. That way they would be more than just lowly farmers. They didn't approve of her.
There's my uncle.
Her joining a warrior's guild, so once they arranged a marriage, they had tried to lock her up. Not the smartest move. They should have known they couldn't keep her under lock and key for long.
Uncle Halvar, hello.
She ran away the night before the wedding, and boy was she on the adventure of a lifetime now.
Shh, Uncle, please, keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
She's a friend, saved my life. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Secret will get you something to eat. Tell me all about it.
Oh, Brenna froze temporarily and turned.
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Brenna chuckled. Well, at least she definitely knew she hadn't somehow gotten a hold of skooma or something. If other people were seeing it, that definitely meant it was real. Although, Hadvar had seen it too, so she wasn't sure why having someone else say it was reassuring her that it was real. He'd even asked her if it was real earlier.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Oh, thank you, Brenna said.
Now then, boy.
Before she
What's
sat
the
down.
big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
We almost did, Brenna said,
You
laughing.
know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
I wish, Brenna said.
Tell a story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happening. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. Glad to help however I can.
Oh, thank you, she said.
Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can.
Uh,
But I
okay.
need your help. We need your help.
Oh. She was surprised when she was presented with a new outfit. It looked too much like what she wore back home, but hey, she wasn't exactly going to complain. He was offering her good food, too. Cooked beef, she could definitely use some of that. And the lockpick, Igmit. She could always do it for me. She didn't want to take the ring from them. That was the most expensive thing he was offering. She'd leave the apple as well. She had enough for now.
Needs to know there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Well, how do I get to Whiterun from here then, she asked.
You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, near Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's Palace.
Okay, well then, what can you tell me about the Jarl?
Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though.
Which side of the war does he favor? Brenna asked. She was curious.
Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor.
So, you support the Empire then, she asked. What in the world? She hadn't even pushed that tray in front of her, yet it had moved. Weird. But definitely not the weirdest thing that had happened today. Wait,